And welcome back to the Static Crypto Show. I'm your host, Blue Hawk Legend, and today we're going to be talking about a few interviews at Davos 2026 this year. Everybody's raving about it. Everybody's all excited. Videos all over YouTube with headlines. Brad Garlinghouse reveals the truth. Larry Fink drops bombshells, yada, yada, yada. Here we actually have bombshells. We have backwards audio of what I believe is their subconscious of how they really think and feel. And these two interviews, one again with Larry Fink, the BlackRock CEO of Microsoft and Trump. It's just wow. Every video to me is wow, but this is wow even more. There's certain people's names that pop up, certain tokens, certain agencies, certain assets. It's going to be very, 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 again, mind-blowing. So if you guys please like, share, subscribe if you like the content. It really does help out with the algorithm. If you guys notice something that I didn't, please put that down in the comments. Tell me what you think about the videos anyway. I would love to hear from you guys, and let's just get straight into it.
World, across roles, across teams, management. I'm sure Microsoft has evolved itself. So it'd probably be good to tell the audience, how do you see this diffusion occur and the utilization at the corporate level or at a government level, which ultimately then creates that demand, which eliminates any fears. How do this, to me, I just read a research report that said the applications for AI so far are heavily weighted towards those who are educated or educated economies. And so does that create that,
That's what it is. It's a tool that I will use energy, which is a scarce resource, and use it to generate these tokens. If these tokens are not improving health outcomes, education outcomes, public sector, the zeitgeist is a little bit about the admiration for AI in its abbas, then AI often share by. But a little as it's AI often share by.
well, surplus could be scary too. Does surplus mean fewer workers? What do we mean by surplus? And so, I'm going to tie that into my second question about AI diffusion.
Yeah.
To me, the whole realization of AI for any society, and also for Sonic,
And welcome back. We're going to go ahead and go over the words real quick, some of which I left out, and the other ones that I put in the video. We're going to start off with the CEO of Microsoft, what I left out. Starting with the words he said: shame, that's how, shame, that's the law. Think, what I left in the video. Sui, give me back. CEO of Microsoft, what I left out. exit, SUI, their loss, invest, think would have left in the video, money, CIA, rid of, money. The CEO of Microsoft would have left in the video, SUI, disembarked twice, net zero, AI, and CIA asset. Could have swore that sounded like CIA asset. So, think would have left in there the asset, we invest, and need silver, which again is massive in itself, along with the agency, again being mentioned in one of these audios. Everybody knows gold and silver new all-time highs, so for it just to be mentioned recently in one of these, it's just mind-blowing what we're finding. So I also have to say that these agencies are being mentioned, and everybody knows about the very first book that the agencies, I'll say that, written about blockchain and cryptocurrency. Now, what I believe is a lot of these companies are backed by these governments and or agencies. A lot of other people believe that. There is proof out there virtually leading to this. What I think they also did was to solve their fiat issue, but they needed something more secure, faster, more trackable, more securable, and so they can have more control over people. This is what this is all about: tracking, control, security, because of hackers, obviously, so that it solves many problems, mainly control and tracking, because gold, silver, even dollars, even though people don't like them, they can't be tracked. They're very hard to trace. This solves many of their issues, but I believe that's why they released Bitcoin onto the market, blockchain onto the market, to see what the public could do with it, to see what they could create with this new technology. And as you can see, we now have thousands of blockchains out there that do so many things. Blockchain is just, it truly is amazing when you look at it and what can be done with it and what it is doing. So I'd like to say after this also that this Trump next interview, right after this, you guys might want to listen to on your phone, because the cameras, when they recorded this, they only had the left side of the speaker. So if you guys are wearing headphones, it's only going to show up on the left side. If you take the headphones off, disconnect them and listen to it through your phone, you'll be able to hear much better what he's saying. And believe me, I cleared up this audio as best I could with what knowledge I have of audio, which isn't that much. So, just fair warning, you might want to put your speaker on your phone, or just disconnect your headphones. You'll be able to hear a lot better through your phone, television, whatever you're watching on. And here we go.
There was no chance of making peace, because the countries I just named and other countries could have never signed off. They were afraid. Therefore, with us, when we look at that means it's not either. So keep seeing the campus nation do it. Therefore, with us, when we look at that means it's not either. So keep seeing the campus nation do it. The Cheryl Bottle does it with that. Normally, when a power couldn't live outside there, it's no more than when a power couldn't have it with them, if getting it over it on there. I'll couldn't do there, so I'll card and then I'll card, so that always look at me, then I'll swear and so that net fire and the cross the net. We buried those skulls, if not, he's neck. Seal them in the sea of the heaven, and we die, there's nitty wit by not as you want it was. The power will be not on the system, call him at death, those yes. The hero was armed in a here near by summer flavor past none in it. Well, when we read the gods to this mob knife, and besides, they're not a god steady. The Cheryl Bottle Ross does it with net. Normally, when a power couldn't live outside here, it's no more than the power couldn't have it with them, if getting it over it on there. I'll quit the narrow, so I'll card and then I'll card, so that always look at me, then I'll swear and so that net fire and cross the net. We buried those skulls, if not, he's neck. Seal them in the sea of the heaven, and we die, there's nitty wit by as good as you want it was that I will be alumna on this issue. Call him at this news, yes. The hero was loud in a here near by summer fever passion in it. Well, we bet they go steady, small knife and the size, they're not they go steady. Come in and take out, and I'll win it. You know, shit, you seal them and then on it, seal them with rain, and then if you know, she's next to them, a snap. Oh, it's see, I guess, and I'm gonna win it. You know, shit, you seal them and then on it, seal them with rain, and then if you know, she's next to them, a snap. Oh, it's see, I guess, and I'm gonna win it. You know, shit, you seal them and then on it, seal them with rain, and then if you know, she's next to them, a snap. Oh, it's see. They're killing, thousands of people a week. Thousands. We have to get it stopped. So I believe they're at a point now. I'm going to meet with President Zelensky later today. I believe they're at a point now where they can come together and get a deal done. And if they don't, they're stupid. That goes for both of them. And I know they're not stupid. But if they don't get this done, they are stupid. So I don't want to insult anyone, but you got to get this deal done. Too many people are dying. It's not worth it. If they're watching, yeah, it'll be a much not late. They get them no win. It's lost no one. Was it was so and that's it. They got it. It was none of the one yet. My first love of so get. It was said no, it's finished. Not late. Did I ignore they get my yeah, there went, but I feel about. Yeah, this really leaks and listening to their throat, even my line, but I feel about us. But today get my business life. You will be business life, like this. If they're watch, yeah, it'll be being a bush, not late, sit, take it, I get them, no win, it's lost, no water. Was if it's trying, that's it, they got it, if it's not it, one yet, neck. My first love books like that. It was said, no, it's finished. Not late that I ignore they get my neck. Yeah, there went, but I feel about. Yeah, this really leaks and listening to their throat, even my line, but I feel about us. But today get faves in his life. You will be business life. That when he was in the Oval Office, I was not happy. And then we'll have President Zelensky wants to make a deal, and Putin doesn't want to make the deal. So was no weeks no listening to their fellow. Russia, there's tremendous hatred between President Zelensky and President Yes, his name must sit. My sharp. Yes, his name must sit. My sharp. I mean, I don't want to repeat the speech, but it's very important that we use that for national and international security. That can create a power that will make it impossible for the bad guys to do anything again. Ik zo'n scheners niet net on schenner versu hier en ook meer of dit op stiep zit die we rennen aan nemen. Ja, die with the CIA there but the floor beside me. Ik hem ook en her wife maar hier niet. Ik zo'n scheners niet net on schenner versu hier en ook meer of dit op stiep zit die we rennen aan nemen.
That competition is very tough on AI. I know you're heading to a state visit to China in April. How do you see the US-China relationship moving forward? Are you able to combine the relationship so you know he's or this if that's so not need to hurry on AI and faster up sit and shit the market almost the relationship and so you know he's or exponentially in the
Well,
US.
AI has been a big factor. AI is massive. I mean, Mark Zuckerberg showed me a plant. Name it for Sam.
So you heel snel op scherm.
Name it for Sam.
So you heel snel op scherm.
And having intelligent people on the other side, because wars are the worst of all. Wars are worse than anything. But we can stop wars because that's sort of up to us. Operation Warp Speed, which some people say was one of the greatest military feats ever. We did a great job. Use our military, use
And welcome back. So again, just wow. I'm just still, I have no words for this information that is coming out in these backwards audio. It is truly is mind-blowing. You can read all the news articles you want every day. You can even do research, which I highly recommend you research your ass off for any asset that you're looking into. But this is just a whole other level. So starting off with the words again, I think this gives better context, even though you guys did read it in captions, if you did read it or you're listening. So this gives better context word for word, one after another. Starting off with what Trump said. There for it, Van Eck, could have swore I heard him say that, but there for it, Elon, that man, suck it. This year, IMF, the asset, he buried those skulls. Islam, they're not here by December 5th. Gonna win. Elon Musk. What I didn't put in from the other guy, asset, Sui, they're afraid, fire him. Trump said, what I did put in the video, it's their watch, no win or loss. The elites, they're listening. It will be business. They're listening. CIA, the fall of, it sounded like Versailles, but I couldn't really make that out. What I didn't put in there was Elon Musk, and this is right after, word for word, I'm not mixing this up at all. Elon Musk, that guy, Elon Musk, he helps her out this year. Don't know what that means, but the other guy, what I did put in there, Besant, Sailor, need to hurry, AI, invest. What Trump, what I didn't put in there, this year, Elon Musk, it'll be here. What I did put in, it'll be here, name the same, CIA, yeah, we're winning. Overdose, Elon Musk, this year. What I didn't put in right at the end, Elon Musk, suck it. And that is the end of it. That right there is pretty scary, that last part. Elon Musk, overdose, Musk this year, Elon Musk, suck it. So I don't know if they have something planned to take him out. I don't know if he already did OD. Everybody knows he takes ketamine, and I believe he takes one or two other things, which is, yeah, I really don't know, but it sounds like they have something planned. Regardless, he's still thinking about Elon Musk a lot, so the fact that his name keeps popping up also, Elon Musk, he's doing something very big in the background. Now, from what I understand, he could be working with Sui, because obviously he does have Twitter, and he has made purchases of these companies before. He's also working with Doge, if I'm not mistaken, the meme coin. So he's definitely doing something in the background, I believe. and it'll come out very soon. Heard Van Eck pop up once or twice in these past videos, but you know, they have their own thing, they have their own token. I think they're going to come out of the woodworks. They're going to come out of the ring fighting, so to speak. They're going to come out of the corner fighting. So I think Van Eck's going to be huge. I don't think anybody's seeing them coming. They're all focused. Everybody's distracted because there's so many things going on. There's so many announcements every day. It's just nobody can keep up with all this news. What's also interesting is Trump said the elites, they're listening. It will be business. They're listening. They're listening. So it appears he may not be so compromised you know, I'm thinking he is compromised. A lot of other people don't like what he's doing. I'm kind of half and half. I don't think he kept 100% of his promises when it's really easy to do so. He could have locked up at least a few politicians, you know, quote unquote, drain the swamp. But I'm not going to get into politics here, but still. Again, agency was named twice in this Trump interview, just like the other one with BlackRock CEO Larry Fink and the Microsoft CEO. That keeps popping up. What's interesting, need to hurry, AI, invest. Again, I think their subconsciouses are talking to each other. They don't even realize it. And it's just bombshell after bombshell. I'm just amazed every time I see one of these. Also, don't forget Trump said this year, IMF the asset. Is he talking about XRP? Could be. Very, very well could be. Could be World Liberty Financial also, but I'm leaning towards XRP. That's just me personally. I mean, we can't all focus on the XRP 100% of the time. There are these other assets out there, and they are going to use them. So we can't just say XRP is going to do everything all the time, all the money. Yeah, but these other tokens can do things that XRP can't also. So we can't just label and say everything's for XRP in these videos. It's just not how the real world works. So next video, I'm going to do Brian Armstrong and a few other power players more than likely. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, like, share, subscribe if you like the content, and thank you for watching.